Hello, my name is Rob. I'm the founder of the Language Network. So we're focused on creating an ecosystem for language AI. Language AI is the technology behind smart speakers, virtual assistants, and chatbots. It's going to be a huge market, 126 billion by 2023. All your connected devices are going to be voice enabled. The problem right now is the two dominant language networks are two closed networks built by Google and Amazon. Google and Amazon are both distributing these virtual assistants to device manufacturers, and they're collecting all the data, all the users, all the value. So we're creating a decentralized language network protocol so that anybody can build language-based applications without giving all their data to Amazon or Google. The way that we do this is we take the three elements that go into a virtual assistant and we rip them apart. So the first top service layer, we partner with device manufacturers. We give them an open source SDK that they can use, add on, custom modify. The AI algorithm layer, we create an AI model marketplace, and for the data sets, we crowdsource. We use token incentives to share value up and down the value chain. And the reason why this is still possible is because Alexa and Google Assistant have gotten distribution, but they haven't built developer ecosystems yet. So if you think about iOS and Android and why they're successful, it's because they built developer ecosystems. If you look at Alexa skills compared to the App Store when it first came out, you don't see the same type of innovation. The reason is because these virtual assistants don't have the language data. They're not trained on enough languages and on enough domains. So if you want to build an app to play music, you can do that. But if you want to build a travel app in Chinese, you can't use Alexa for that. Right now, Alexa only supports 3 languages. And so if you're a developer, for the most part, you're not able to build what you want. So if we can solve this data problem, we can attract developers and we can build an ecosystem. The data problem right now is that language data is incredibly expensive. You need thousands of hours to build a speech system. This is an actual price list from an AI data company. It's several $100s per hour. And so if you're a developer, you want to build a new application, your sunk cost is $100,000 to $500,000 upfront. Google right now has 100,000 hours. This is the biggest data set in the world. A lot of the Korean large telecom companies, SK, Samsung, what I've heard is that they have a few thousand hours. So what we're going to do is use bounty programs and token-based crowdsourcing, which is a proven mechanic. It's a proven mechanic for all these models. Basically, we created a microtask where people read sentences and record audio. We have a mining schedule that pays out $10 an hour at the ICO price. So if this trades up, this is going to be quite high. We're going to partner with companies to build the biggest data set in the world. It's going to be 12 billion hours across 50 languages in all different domains. What's most exciting is that we can move from a one-off data sale model to a usage-based model. So all users own their data and they license it out. So you get SaaS-based pricing. Just to wrap up, so about us, we've been doing enterprise language AI solutions since 2015. We've raised a little over $1 million, team of 23, 13 engineers. We've done a bunch of language solutions, so we know that there's demand for this stuff, and we know what problems that we need to solve for ourselves, and this is what we're trying to do for the marketplace. Thank you. So myself, I have a finance background. This is my second startup. I did crowdfunding before this. Lucas is a SNU master's in speech recognition, audio signal processing. He's been doing it for 10 years. Tongzam is a master's from Korea University. He's been doing blockchain for about 2 years now. Hadar builds the SodaStream business here in Korea, which is a lot of marketing, community building expertise. We have 2 more speech systems in signal processing. So Robert here is a PhD from Korea University. And then Corey has a master's from Hanyang. And then we have 9 other product engineers. So mobile, web, backend, server, 2 designers, 3 people doing community and operations. And our advisors, founder of Timon, Sang is doing the first ICO and alternative investments. And then Johan, who's just been in startup land and crypto land for a long time. I should also mention we have an alpha app, so we've already crowdsourced hundreds of hours of data, and we built a community of almost 20,000 people on Telegram to do bounty campaigns.
So I was going to ask about traction. Is there other metrics you want in terms of traction side, or is it Q1?
So this is on the data supply side. I think, this community that we built comes from 50 countries, covers a lot of different languages. The growth has been steady. We haven't done all the trade metrics yet because the sample size is too small, but the initial data set looks pretty good. On the data demand side, so we do enterprise language AI, but we're moving away from just selling these products to just selling solutions. So we're taking more of a consultative approach. And we're saying, what do you actually need? How can we provide both the solution and obviously that would create demand for the data. So since we started doing that, the pipeline's really opened up. A lot of brand names that you probably heard of in here. So everyone's interested in language AI. Everyone knows they need these solutions, and especially the consumer guys like the auto companies. They don't want to be using Amazon Alexa or Google Assistant, and so they see this as a viable alternative and have been pretty engaged so far. We're also talking to a lot of app developers. So actually Braille, I think, would be interesting to talk to. But there's a lot of different new use cases if people have the data to start experimenting. And so we think that once the data is totally commoditized and available, you're just going to see an explosion of demand and innovation. One of the most interesting ones is voice-based health diagnostics. So this company is doing Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and concussions using your voice. But their big problem is, how do you get labeled voice data? How do you get voice data from somebody who has Alzheimer's? So they're partnering with healthcare companies and hospitals, but it's a long process. So if we can crowdsource data from hundreds of thousands of people, and then this startup can go out into the marketplace and say, okay, if you have Alzheimer's and you volunteer that information to us, we can pay you a little bit more, and you're going to be contributing towards research. And so startups like that are pretty excited about the potential.
So have you guys done an ICO?
Yeah, we're preparing. We're trying to go out in June.
How far are you into development? Like, how big is your community? And like, well, up and down that, located, parts of the community that
On the development side or the data side?
Oh,
So on the data side, we have a community of about 20,000 on Telegram right now. Yeah. And then, I'm sorry? Yeah, so we just, we're alpha testing this bot right here, this Telegram bot. You can actually use it. If you go on our website, you can link to it. And so through this, we basically advertise this bot in our Telegram channel. When people click on this, it basically creates a conversation room with just the Telegram bot, and then we're just sending them sentences and they're recording through Telegram. So it's been a great kind of onboarding initial test to figure out all the data verification stuff on the back end. Internally, we have almost the full development team working on this. We have 9 developers. We're talking to, so probably the premier speech recognition company right now globally is called Semantic Machines. They're based out of Boston. It's all ex-Google PhDs. So one of our advisors is he's not on there yet. We just closed him yesterday, so he's not on here. But one of our advisors is from Semantic Machines. They're acutely aware of the need for this and very supportive.
Well, we've run out of time for questions, unfortunately. So let's give it up for the Language Network one more time.
Thank you.
Next up, we have Devil.